What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the Milwaukee Brewers franchise in MLB The Show 17. Today, the Brewers host the Miami Marlins, who are 32-48. Looks like a win worse, but they're actually a couple games ahead of the Brewers in the standings just because the Brewers have taken more losses. Anyway, Ryan Braun up to bat in the top of the first, and it seems like he starts out every episode this way, getting a base hit, this time a double all the way rolling to the wall, and so the Brewers are threatening early, and that seems like a common theme in these episodes, getting off to hot starts. And so now it's going to bring up Eric Thames, 3-1 count for him, and he is going to lash that one back up the middle. Ryan Braun heading home, still got the wheels. Like I said a couple episodes ago, he is tagged, but he is called safe at home. The play at the plate was very close to 50-50 call, but it does go in favor of the Brewers. And now Domingo Santana is up to bat, and he is going to lash that one up the middle, getting the green light on the 3-0, because when you're a bad team like Milwaukee, you don't have to worry about the risks like that. Domingo Santana gets himself a base hit. So 2 on, 2 outs for Travis Shaw, and he is going to lift that one, going back, and is going to go over the left fielder's head. Tried to dive for it, but it is only going to drive home one, as that was kind of a close call, and the base runners did not want to risk getting thrown out of home because, well, you can risk things like swinging on 3-0 counts. You can't risk stuff like giving up runs when you're trying to win. Anyway, Hernan Perez is going to drive this one out into left, and it's going to be a close one, but this one is going to be called out at the plate, and so Milwaukee only ends up with 3 runs in the first inning. Could have had 4. Jimmy Nelson was on the mound this afternoon, and Christian Yelich welcomed him as he misplaced that slider, and that is absolutely smoked. Trying to go into the inside bottom corner, and instead it hung right over the middle of the plate. So not a great start for Jimmy Nelson, although he's played really well up to this point. Threw 4 2/3, almost scoreless, but again, they really haven't done anything about that animation. Like, you can't do anything in that animation with the second baseman where line drives just go over their head. You can't jump, you can't move, you can't do anything. It's really dumb. So JT Realmuto is going to get a double out of that, and now Adeiny Hechavarria is going to hit this one. It's a single. They're sending Realmuto home. Ryan Braun throwing home. It's way offline. It would have had him if it was a better throw, but that is going to score another one for Miami, so now it's a 3-2 game. Still in favor of the Brewers. Now Jonathan Villar up to bat for the Brewers. Still going up against Wei-Yin Chen, who was the starter for this game. I don't think I mentioned. That one is going to go up the middle. It's off the leg of Chen. Third baseman comes over to field it, and they're going to call Jonathan Villar out at first. But it was a really close play, and we're going to get the option to challenge this one, which manager Craig Counsell is going to take advantage of. As you can see right here, it was a very, very close play, but it really looked like Jonathan Villar had a foot on the base before he was called out. And so Milwaukee going to be rewarded for that challenge, as they do win it. 0-2 count for Ryan Braun now, and just mistimed that swing. Could have been gone once again, but Jonathan Villar is going to take second during that at bat. And then Keon Broxton up now. 2 outs, 2-1 count for him, and he is going to take that one the other way. Jonathan Villar is absolutely going to head home on this one, and the throw is offline. Probably would have had him if it was a better throw. So the teams trade runs by bad throws. Christian Yelich now up to bat once again, and it doesn't matter where the ball is for him. He hits this one out of the park too, as this was down in the zone, almost completely out of it, and pretty inside. Actually exactly where we wanted the pitch to be the first time, and he's going to take that one out of the park too. So 2 home runs for Christian Yelich. Now Justin Bour up to bat, still top 6, and he's going to take that one the other way, and it is going to keep rolling. And Ryan Braun is going to field it, but he is not going to get Justin Bour out at second. Almost did, just not quite good enough of a throw. And once again, it's Ryan Braun out in left field, not the greatest defensive player at this point in his career. Now Derek Dietrich up, and he is going to hit this one. Goes all the way to the corner, bounces off the top of the wall, so the Brewers are going to save a run right there. Get pretty lucky. It does drive Justin Bour home, but it saves this from being a game that's in favor of the Marlins, as now it's just tied 4-4. Jimmy Nelson had a pretty solid day, but just got a little bit unlucky in that last inning. Now Jet Bandy up to bat, and he is going to take that one up the middle with his 34 speed and going to get a single. And that is going to bring in Ivan DeJesus Jr. off the bench. 1-2 count for him. And this pitch is smoked. And did you know he had that kind of power? Because I sure didn't. A home run for Ivan DeJesus Jr., a 2-run shot. And that is going to put the Brewers up by a score of 6-4. So a nice pinch hit at bat. A 1-2 count. Gets the pitch that he wants. And now the Brewers are up once again. Tommy Malone pitching to D. Gordon. This one is just going to get past the shortstop and be fielded in center. A little bit risky of a play right there, as Keon Broxton really could have let D. Gordon get second. But now Christian Yelich up to bat. He almost struck out, and D. Gordon was already taken off on that play, so he's going to end up getting second base. Anyway, now Christian Yelich with a 2-2 count, and he is going to take that one through the right field side. And Domingo Santana, not the greatest fielder, so just going to the cutoff man, and that's going to score D. Gordon. Now 6-5 game, still in favor of the Brewers. Ryan Braun up to bat, 1-2 count for him, and that's a hanging one. It's a slow ball, and it looks like it's going to carry, and it is a home run for Ryan Braun, a solo shot, and that is going to get the run back that the Brewers just gave up. So back and forth game once again. You've seen the Brewers play a lot of these so far. High scoring, back and forth, just can't really seem to shut down, even though their lineup is a very good lineup. Anyway, 3-2 count now for the hitter, Adeiny Hechavarria, and he check swings on that one, so he is going to end up getting on base. And now Tyler Moore coming off the bench to pinch hit, and he is going to draw a walk as well, so just bad counts for Corey Knebel. And now 3-2 count for D. Gordon, and he's going for a bunt, and that one is way off, so he is not going to get that one to go. And now Christian Yelich, 2-2 count, 1 out for him. He's going to take this one into left. It lands, but the runners weren't expecting it, and could have had an out at second, but we didn't want to risk the run coming home, as you can't play it too risky in these situations. Giancarlo Stanton is going to strike out, so the Brewers catch a break right there. Now they only need one more out, and a 1-2 count for Justin Bour. It was a curveball, but it didn't quite break enough. Fortunately enough, the runner has 33 speed that was going to third, so he is not going to score, and Milwaukee has a chance. They just need one more out, and they are going to get it. Marcell Ozuna grounds out. The throw to second is good, and that is going to do it. So the Brewers hold on despite a near meltdown in the 9th inning. Corey Knebel in the center of it, as he is now our closer. Hasn't been the most consistent, but he has been our best reliever so far this season by FIP. So that is going to do it for this one. Next episode is going to be a team recap. We're going to talk some All-Star break, cover some stats, do some stuff like that with the majors. We already did it with the prospects, so that is going to be fun. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed, and stay tuned for more Brewers franchise in MLB The Show 17.
No errors. Left 8 men on base. For the Marlins, 6 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 43 minutes. A reminder that extra post-game MCTS bus service is available on Route 90, running downtown along Wisconsin Avenue, as well as trolley service on the Lake Route, also along Wisconsin Avenue.